DJ Bird, Exit made this.
Okay, guys, assalamu alaikum and welcome back to DonBashrah Talks. Yes. Kama vile mnavyojua, my friend, we are only talking anything regarding gaming, esports in general, that is. So today, as you guys actually have already seen the title, we are having a very, very crucial person in the esports industry here. And yes, he will be coming here to share his views and his experience with the esports industry. And yeah, without wasting any more time, guys, I'm welcoming our own Mr. Fanuel Opio, the director of business and leagues in S Pro Sports and Technology. KAKABRAZA. Welcome to the stream, KAKABRAZA.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Asante sana.
Okay, so regarding you as tunaona hapo, you are the director of business and leagues. So can you tell us how you started the journey?
For esports, when you're looking at esports and what we have been trying to build over the years, we started with research. That's back in the day. That's 2014.
Yeah.
Around 2014, and then we kicked off officially in 2017 with the FIFA. That was it was in Kahawa, a place in Kahawa Sky. But we wanted something different because we knew that the market in Kenya was kind of misunderstood by then. Yeah. But now we're seeing something grow.
Okay. And starting a gaming-based organization. How did you end up having that idea of having the gaming-based organization? Let it be like a discussion rather than an interview. The interview will be like only a question, but we want to have it as a discussion. Yes.
Oh, it was just something we wanted. We wanted as friends.
Yeah.
Something that we wanted as friends first of all, because I teamed up with a couple of friends of mine from university. And each of us was everyone in the group wanted to do something related to sports, and on top of that, also just looking for money also.
Oh yeah.
So we saw a gap in esports, and we just picked it up from there.
So, like you've seen that there is something missing, and you just fill up the gaps.
Yeah, exactly. I think one of the thing that continues hata kumiss kwa hii industry yetu is I think we haven't yet punched through the business. and sustainability, and hapo ndo tulicheki maybe we can put something up, something simple and something that can be easily grown over the years, na hapo ndo tuko sahi.
So, okay. And kama vile wewe ulivyosema kuwa you've seen something which is needed in the esports industry. So, what's on your opinion? Any how big the industry is? How big is the industry, esports industry, especially in Africa?
Yeah, let me just start from home, from Nairobi. It's very very big. The esports industry in Kenya especially, it's ni bigi sana. So when you're talking about Africa, I'm looking at Nairobi like 100x, like 10 times, 100 times what we have here and what can be done in the whole of Africa. So in terms of value, ama unaangalia in terms of what can happen.
You know, ajua kama hii industry ya esports many people look at it as a leisure industry. Watu wanaingia wanapiga magame kujifurahisha and then ina stop hapo. They are not looking at it in a bigger way, in a bigger version of it, as in one way of marketing things, one way of actually making money on the esport industry.
Oh yeah, hiyo ni kweli.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni kweli. So let me just going back kwa swali yako ya kwanza, when you asked about how big this industry is, it's one, let me just start from a high school level. It's very untapped. Hatujatap high school, which has a huge population of over 7 million people.
Yeah.
Tukiingia university, bado it's still untapped. That's just the Kenyan market. Bado iko untapped. We don't have any competition. We don't have anything in the university division, the high school division. Bado hata huku nje bado hatujata. It's still rather a small industry with small markets. Markets tu ndogo ndogo zinaanza kukam. So how big it is, we can't even tell right now.
But it's big.
It is really 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 huge. If tukicount hata namba za mobile phones, hiyo ni kitu tulikuwa tunaongea nayo pia.
Yeah.
Ukicount number of lounges that are in Mombasa where you're in, I think we have only worked with you pekee. But there are so many lounges that side. Kilifi, I know of 3 lounges in Kilifi. I know there's a lounge in Masinde Muliro, in Bondo. We haven't yet touched Eldoret, bado hatuja touch. I mean, it just continues going bigger and bigger.
Okay. So, in short, I'm coming back to what you do at your work, S Pro Sports Technology. You are the director of business and league. So, what actually do you do?
So my work at S, as a director of business, one is just structuring the leagues and competitions, because one thing that we really really want to do is, before we get out there, tumeka chini na tumestadi. That's hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza. So I'll do the business skeleton of the league, of anything, before we put it out there, checking out from risk, or what risks are there, how are we going to expand, how can we make it big, how can we make it small, or where are the leakages, where is this. So, and then formulating leagues, formulating competitions, and then now just the whole general thing of holding the business.
And how has that been to you? Because najua response ya wenzetu wa Kenya hapa usually it's challenging. I know it's challenging. So how have you received the response for?
It's really dope. Ni kitu ingine hapo very very interesting. I mean, if you're inside it, you'll just it's amazing. I mean, I think tulifanya kazi na 2020, I think tulianza time ya corona, I think.
Yeah, tulianza tulijuana wakati
kama
huo 2020, yes.
And it's amazing. It's amazing going to lounges. The lounges mulicheza, kwenda Buruburu, kwenda
Horizon.
Kitengela, kuingia Kayole, kuingia Horizon, kupatana na it's mind blowing. I think it's a gift. It's a gift from heaven. I mean, just getting to know guys that can do something like FIFA esports or Tekken or anything. And there's just a lot. There's just a lot that you learn from now running the business. Just getting to know that, hey, look, these guys have rent to pay, these guys have internet to pay, these guys have all these PS Plus and all those things to pay, and you're trying your best to just make everything get better for them, creating a league that makes sense, creating a league that can be talked about in the next 4 years. How are you going to expand? So it's very, very interesting. It's an interesting thing.
And coming to you now, do you personally play games?
I used to, but game nilikuwa nacheza, I don't know what happened. Okay, I know what happened, but I'm just hoping it makes a comeback. That was Electronic Arts Rugby 08. That's, I think, if it was still there, I'm very sure I'd be competitive in it. But I endelea.
So you only play rugby?
Rugby. Hiyo ndio ilikuwa game yangu.
Yani
FIFA si ati nililemewa. Si ati nililemewa, more of I just love watching people play.
Oh, so it's like wewe unapenda ukae pale ucheki wase wakicheza but you don't play.
Rugby nakojea, hopefully, because the reason they gave when you're looking at the gaming industry alafu uangalie esports, I think it was heavily separated, where actually there are more casual gamers than competitive gamers. So ukiangalia kama rugby, ukiangalia ka game ka rugby 08, one of the reasons CEO because it was made under Electronic Arts. CEO wow, the current CEO of Electronic Arts is called Andrew. Andrew Wilson, I think. Andrew Wilson. He was then the head of Electronic Arts Sports Division. Because now under Electronic Arts, the main thing we know about Electronic Arts is sports, actually. And one of the reasons he gave was there aren't hakukuwa na watu wengi walikuwa wanacheza rugby. Because now EA was so much focused on FIFA. EA was also focused on, I think walikuwa na golf pia ile at Tiger Woods.
NBA.
Yeah. No, NBA is 2K. NBA ni 2K Interactive. It's a company called 2K Interactive.
Haiko kwenye Electronic Arts hiyo?
Haiko. Wako na Madden. NBA iko 2K, ni 2K Interactive. It's a company called 2K. So after 2008 tukaendelea kucheza nayo, hata juu hiyo story I think leo itabidi nicheze sasa. Na hizo graphics.
Hata usijali. So which games do your organization work with esports? In short, ni tournament, any organization yenu inafanya games gani? Inatengeza hizo leagues?
So for now FIFA mulicheza na nakumbuka kulikuwa na time fulani mulishinda game. I think that was the last minute. I think that was the semis.
Yeah, on the semis tulishinda lakini finals tukatolewa.
So it's FIFA esports and Tekken 7.
Oh, Tekken.
Yeah, Tekken 7.
And by the way,
actually I think
nimeona Tekken imesonga sana. Tekken. The 254 Tekken.
Yeah,
Sio?
okay. That's all thanks to Devi. Ole ni msee mwingine hapo amechizi. I think ukifanya kazi na yeye, you enter some different worlds.
I say
some while delay you learn so much.
Devi zaman was on his own. Yani yule Devi bana hands down. Devi bana achana naye. He's a genius on his own level. Yule jamaa, mimi I respect him a lot. Yule jamaa 100%. I respect him a lot. Even though najua I haven't worked with him personally, lakini I have dealt with him. So I know how he works. Na ni mtu ambaye ni straightforward. Hapendi mambo ya kupiga chenga.
Ule msee amechizi achana
Yeah.
Yeah, ule msee amechizi. He's when you look at when you work with him and then yani just his level of thought, yani his thought process tukiwa ndani ya operation, and then even when we started Taken, yeye ndo alianza Taken as a Facebook group, and then tukaanza ligi, and just where we came from 2017 to where we are right now, without Devi, I'm very sure bila Devi I don't think I would be on this podcast today, and niko very very sure singekuwa hapa.
So lazima tunampa respect yake as a leader. Yeye pia he is the leader bana. Mimi nampa respect. Honestly, yule jamaa one of the unique people ambao I have met in Kenya. Na wako serious in the esports industry. This guy. Oye. And you know, nimeonana na yeye and nikaja nikapatana na wewe. To make things interesting, kumbe you all work together. So unaona. So it shows that his leadership led me to you. Unaona. So okay,
actually kulikuwa na boy I remember the phone call. I remember before hata usign up for my store, kulikuwa na boy fulani anaitwa nani. We actually tuliingia call na wewe nakumbuka. That was Corona. Corona years. Nimesahau jina yake, but I still remember that call. Actually ni Devi anajuana na boy. Actually it was Devi who actually told me about him, and I like okay sawa. So it just all makes sense. Ina come to the round too.
Ndio hapo sasa. Okay. And kwa hiyo organization yenu sahi, yeah? Which is the best game ambayo has had the best response?
I'll definitely go for Taken, because Taken
yeah?
I think Taken tulipunch Taken 7 tuliingia, we actually just tuliingia deeper than what tumefanya na FIFA so far, because FIFA had to just scratch surface bado. We are not even at 1% ya FIFA. So for Taken, I'll say Taken. Actually, to me, it's the greatest esports in Kenya. The Taken community, it's amazing. It's amazing group of people, very hardworking, and very humble, quiet. I think those three qualities, just being humble, remaining quiet, and showing up, the Taken community is amazing. So I'll definitely go for Taken.
Oh, you're showing up. You're showing up. Really matters a lot. You're showing up. Because sometimes unaweza host a tournament, hiyo ukijishtukia, wewe host ndio uko pale peke yako pengine na player mwingine mmoja tu. Sasa you are wondering, you're hosting a tournament ama you are hosting just a get together wewe ubonge na best tu pale. Anyway, so regarding now gaming, what are your plans? What are your plans for the future? Which games are you planning to go into? And what's your strategy in venturing into other games?
Now I think it's stabilizing the two leagues that we have, because one, Taken went quiet. Taken has gone quiet. I think at Hojaona Savannah Fight Night or the Teki to fight for circuit.
Zimepotea kwa muda mrefu sana. Zimepotea muda mrefu sana hizo za 254 nights.
Zimepotea kwa YouTube na social media, but kwa jikoni tunapika.
Okay.
Jikoni tunapika hiyo for sure. I'll just tell you hiyo iko wax.
Okay.
FIFA vile nimekuambia, we haven't scratched the surface yet with FIFA. I
Okay.
think stabilizing these two leagues is very, very important for the future, for any other esport that will pick up. We had MK. Also, MK, we had to now just take it down a little bit, try to understand the community, and try to give something. I mean, tunataka kutoa kitu ile pia water nice, unaona?
Okay. And regarding the current situation, vile tunavyokwenda, mobile gaming is gaining a lot of attention. So what's your plan regarding mobile gaming? Because hizo games uliosema Mortal Kombat and FIFA zote ni console games. So what about mobile gaming? What's your plan?
Our plan is to study it, still studying it. Vile tumesema si kani kuka jikoni, if you're giving us 10 days to release a project, si tutaka jikoni for 9 days before to serve your chakula. So for mobile gaming, we are continuing to study it. We continue studying it. Devi is doing his part anaisoma pia. So hata tukitoka tu hivi nje with any project ile itakuanga mobile related, I'm very, very sure itakuwa something with sustainability, because that's something that's something suwekanga like top tier sustainability. Hiyo ni kitu ya kwanza. See, if it can't be sustainable, itaingia jikoni.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense, yani.
So so what we'll continue doing with mobile gaming, we won't go out. We're definitely just not going to go out and release something or just do something with mobile, but studying it and working together with people who are in it. But on our side, sisi tutaendelea tu kuisoma.
One of them is me. Mimi niko kwenye mobile gaming.
na hiyo najua kwanza ile kazi unadu ni poa sana. Let me even just say it here. You're doing some really, really, really good job.
Thanks, mate. At least naona kwa there's a certain director our S-Pro Sports hapo and appreciate your kazi. That means a lot, actually.
For sure.
That means a lot.
For sure. Hiyo ni for sure. Mo kana watchingi.
Okay.
Sasa zingine hata nikijua if I'm working on, if maybe one of my machines is on this side and I'm working, at least najua tu voice yako. Najua voice yako inaendelea. Yeah, I mean that's good streaming commentary.
Okay.
Doing all that at the same time. That's Devi, like even though Devi yuko streaming ana commentate anafanya nini.
Even zile tournament ambazo tuliingia zile leagues za FIFA, Devi was the one doing the commentary.
Exactly, and streaming. He was also doing the streaming too.
Yeah. Hey, my friend.
So
lakini
that's
Devi kazi yake ya streaming, it's amazing. Yo mimi siwezi kataa. Yule jamaa, yani ndio maana nimesema he's a genius on his own yani. Yeah.
I think even saying he's a genius is an understatement. It is an understatement. As in nakwambia.
So
it's an understatement.
Mimi yule jamaa nampa respect, yani high class respect. Okay, so tunakwenda mbele sasa. So which games are you planning to work with in the future? Which titles? Any titles gani? Are you planning on sticking with consoles, or you are planning on expanding and going with whatever platform is available for competitive gaming?
For sure. Expanding to different platforms, from PC, mobile, and console. Hizo ndo hizo tatu. So console, vile nimesema, console, I don't think we have scratched the surface. Because to us, esports, electronic sports is going to be, itakuwa poa kama we're looking at salaries being paid, esports players are earning money. lounge managers. Lounges are becoming bigger and better. We're seeing international teams going out, and if console gaming, like in Africa, is quite it's a thing. I mean, even big tournaments out there. If you're looking at the FGS, like the FIFA Global Series, what eFootball, the Pro Evolution Soccer is doing, it's also console. Although I know they have a mobile division, so it's just sticking to console and studying both PC and mobile. Because again, we don't want to come out with a project that haijaiva. Kama haijaiva, there's no need ya kupatia. Hauwezi ingia hoteli na unapatiwa food ile haijaiva bado. Pia wewe na umelipia.
Yeah, lazima kitu imepikwa ikapikika.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. However much there's the you enter and then you grow in it. Mm-hmm. I also think entering and growing in it means that unajua ni spice gani utaongeza pale mbele na itatoka wapi na nini, si kubahatisha.
Lazima kitu ikitokezea itoke na taste ajabu.
Exactly. Lazima. I think tumefika ile point we just can't release anything. Hawezi toka tu useme sawa nenda kuweka what a code mobile esports and then ni sawa, the community is there, si ati haiko, watakam alafu nini and then what, and that's the question mark after hiyo alafu, and then maybe the next time there's no plan, and then the ile time ingine hakuna plan. So that's why we still say for PC and mobile, we'll keep on studying it. See ati we are not looking at it, we are studying it. Tutaisoma tu.
And regarding hiyo uliposema mambo ya PC and console gaming, you've not tapped enough. Nimeona kuwa there is a League of Legends team, Kenyan team, ambayo inaenda wapi huko Turkey to participate.
Yeah. For the Global Esports Forum.
Yes, Global Esports Forum. Yeah. But paka mwisho I'm like, wow. Imagine, I never knew there was a League of Legends team. Mpaka nilivyoanza mpaka at that time I think nilivyoenda ile Nikon. The Nikon event. I met a lady ndo akaniambia one of the players ambao anakwenda kule, Magdalene.
Ukiangalia community ya Kenya, weirdly enough is that we have gamers. The gamers are there.
Yeah.
Utapata LOL, it's League of Legends as an esport in Kenya. Even coming from private companies or like us, if you're talking about the Nairobi Comic Con, if you're talking about Pro Series Gaming, if you're talking about any other outfit that is doing esports, that is developing and growing the esports culture in Kenya, at the end of the day, utakaa chini and your expense, your cash in, your cash out is what's going to matter. Yeah. And when you're looking at League of Legends, I think it's a 5v5, right?
Yeah.
It's a 5v5. So there you'll need what? You'll need 10 PCs. You'll need 10 PCs.
Yeah, 10 PCs. Yeah,
at any time. You need 10 PCs at any time. So if you're looking at the expense that you'll take to build League of Legends, you're not just going to go and just say, you know what, we're putting up a tournament for LOL on this day. You guys come through. And then after that, again, that question comes, then what? The communities are there, but the one thing that we really need to do is study. I think studying before, just cooking something and putting it out there is very, very important in this industry. but the communities are there. I know League of Legends. I know of a team that had Counter-Strike Global Offensive, a CS:GO squad, and they used to ask, "Hey, you guys, hey, CS:GO, 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 CS:GO." And then this is one team. This is a group of guys that they're 5 guys. And then you're like, we know people. We have this WhatsApp group. We have this WhatsApp group with the community, and yeah, we can build something that is good. We're like, okay, fine, that's really, really good because you're in one place now. You're in a WhatsApp group, and it's easy now to actually now sell your stuff. And then now you reach a point where now you need to now book a venue. You're like, okay, sawa. And then CS:GO was also 5v5 then. I think currently it's a 4v4. Not really sure, because the last time I checked, it was a 4v4.
I haven't played CS:GO.
And then much later on, you come to understand. You come to understand. Hey, wait, there's so much behind the esports. There's so much behind esports because it is a sport first. And I usually say there is sports and then there is a discipline. Kuna sports, kuna soccer. Kuna soccer, but football hiyo ndo iko kwa field, hiyo ndo discipline. But behind football kuna team managers, kuna coach, kuna stadium, kuna training facility, kuna watu nafaa walipe, kuna salaries, kuna nini. I kind of think solving all these things before going and running a league is very, very important. That's just our mindset. Because if at all we're going to pick up League of Legends and then we don't even know about League of Legends. We really don't know. We really, let's just admit it, as a Kenyan, as the Kenyan market, we are really not studying it. So just doing a tournament for the sake of doing it is something that we really try to avoid.
Yeah.
But growing communities, growing like big ups to League of Legends that are going to Turkey. I think PES. eFootball. There's also a team for eFootball going, and I wish them all the best.
Yeah.
But for League of Legends and these other esports there's another game. There's another game that is Dota.
Dota.
I think we also have a team with Dota, right?
For Dota, I think so, but I'm not actually sure which team is it. But I think Dota is one of them. The one that is going to Turkey.
I actually saw there's a group. I mean, I just saw it on the gallery, and I was like, oh wait, this is good. But before we go out there, we really need to like right now. If at all we have an African Championships, a Tekken 7, I'm so sure. I'm very, very sure. A top eight ni lazima. We'll have either 3 or 4 Kenyans there. I'm so sure we'll have, and chances are if it's well organized, we can actually take up all the 8, a final 8. There I'm very, very, very certain.
Yeah, but the thing is, unless we have those players, those competitors.
Exactly, and those players are ready. That means they have been playing in either a series of competitions or a league.
Okay, and actually, I think the best way for us here to prepare ourselves for tournaments, we should have internal competitions.
It's very, very key. It's very, very key for the Kenyan community, especially getting new players.
Yeah,
because kuna watu tu wako tu mahali, because hata vile nilikuwa nakwambia na hizi lounges, I can tell you there's just someone seated somewhere in a lounge deep inside somewhere, and he or she is really, really good, but hajui doesn't know about my store, doesn't know about any competition that is happening.
Exactly.
But now with a league structure, huyu aliambia huyu aliambia huyu akaambia huyu, so you eventually utatap into maybe the next Messi of esports hapa Kenya.
Yeah, and not
You
just
tap into
not just a league structure, also tukiwa na marketing strategy, because nimeona tournaments nyingi zinakuwa advertised but they are not advertised to the right people. Jamaa ameadvertise, ameweka status. Okay, status sio watu wengi wataona, na sio wote watakaoona they will be interested in that tournament. So it ends up someone advertising on a status or a group of which most of the people there hardly even download those images. Wanakwambia, my friend, hii inamaliza data. So you end up una advertise to the wrong people ambao they are not interested in any tournament. Na that's usually the key. Mimi mara nyingi huambia watu, my friend, ikiwa tournament imewekwa and you see there is a fee. Jamaa mwingine akanambia, my friend, hizo tournament za fee hizo hatuwezi ingia. I usually tell him, my friend, ikiwa wewe huwezi ingia, that's you. But kuna watu ambao wanajiamini. They believe in themselves, they can win. That tournament is for them. Kama wewe huwezi jiamini, wewe kaa kando. Lakini kuna mwingine anajiamini. Yule anajiamini, that tournament is meant for those people. Ama wewe unaonaje?
And ni kweli, when hata ukisema marketing, it's true. Let me just say, we don't market. Let me just put a gun on my head hapo. Niji shoot hapo. We actually haven't marketed maybe my store, SFN, formerly the circuit peer. But the main reason as to why we are also not doing it, vile tu nimekuambia, esports in Kenya you really need to study it, because there are days to get our dough, we promote, weke Facebook ad, weke IG ads, mwangushe moja Twitter, and then you sit down and then you come to realize ni nini una market, what exactly are you marketing. Hata ukiangalia if you're looking at anything that we have done, I think hata ukiangalia social media, we tend to actually just focus on building what we have first before we even just put it out there. Ile time tutaanza marketing, I'm very, very sure people will now know, be like, oh wait, this is what's going to be marketed. Because it's usually the registration fee, this winning tournament, which is usually the summary. And everyone is going to come, which is really good. We work with WhatsApp groups, all the esports groups that we are in, community groups, and these really, really nice platforms that we have. But even before you do that, unajiuliza, kuna wale really hawataki kukuja kucheza, maybe they can't make it, or maybe a tournament is in a different town, they can't travel. A tournament maybe it's too expensive, they can't make it, or the tournament operators or the tournament organizers have a cap. Like us, we have a cap. We know that we only want 16 guys. So it's kind of like we have locked out our sewengine, unaona?
Yeah.
But it's not really locking out people. It's really, we just want to build something from here. We shall get to everyone much later. But before we reach you, ni nini exactly? Tulikuwa tunakuambia nini? Unajua? Nikikwambia, ebu kuja maesto, I know kile nenda kukuambia.
Yeah, it's like wale 16 ambao uliwachukua, you built them. Yani you have done something ambayo you can say hawa jamaa tulifanya nao kitu hawa.
Exactly, and we still talk. We still talk with you. After Juicy, I was talking to the guys of Buru and all these other guys, and they're also trying to understand. Oh wait, so ni hivi. Hey, nyinyi mmeangalia hivi. Hey, by the way, it makes sense. This actually makes sense. It's easier for us. Maybe hapa ni ngumu, hapa inatupatia hii, you know.
Yeah.
Because those are the same challenges. The same challenges very many operators have right now are the same ones we used to have back in the day.
Okay.
And the main thing is we need a sustainable community. We need communities that are sustainable. And by sustainable, it's just not about the money. It's just not about the money. It's about ni hiyo do ilitoka wapi. It's not about actually the cash. It's actually about the cash printer.
Yeah, actually, who is the cause of that cash to flow in?
The player.
Yeah.
The player is everything. The player is everything. To me, I still believe players, Kenyan players, we have what it takes to compete high level. Yeah, I think the two in the Tekken community, I think it's only Mickey and Dark Tempest. There's a guy called Dark Tempest who have and Quinaro too.
Yeah, Quinaro.
I think those are the only three. Yeah.
Those
and they
are
did well when they went out.
Those are for Tekken, and even I think last Saturday, I think the Quinaro and team were in South Africa for a talk. For a summit, for the gaming summit, something like that one. Yeah. Okay.
And as you see, it's just slowly opening up. I'm very sure we're going to have like 10 Queen Arrows because what she's doing for the industry is it's amazing. Hiyo ni kitu yani
she's giving exposure. Tunasema anatupea exposure.
Hey, like that's like top tier. That's top tier stuff, from traveling to competing to knowledge sharing. She basically like she's hit everything with just one swing. Like she's really doing something really dope for the industry.
Yeah. Okay. Not forgetting also Beast, Brian the Beast pia. Ni msee mwingine ambao ni
Diang.
Yeah.
Diang.
Brian Dianga. Much respect. Beast.
Beast mwenyewe.
Yule ni Beast.
I've watched him play MK. Nimemchekia akiplay Mortal Kombat, and he's amazing. His knowledge of the game is amazing.
Hakuna mtu mpaka sasa in Kenya, like in the past 2 years, amemshinda. Mpaka sasa hakuna. Na there was a time even I was talking with him, akanambia bro.
I watched the interview. I actually watched it.
Yeah, there was a time of the interview tulikuwa tunazungumza. Aliniambia my friend, nilipeana do 50k kwa yule atakayemwangusha one round. Imagine 50k one round na hakuna mtu alimwangusha, and they went county to county. Hakuna mtu alomwangusha. So that guy, the level this guy is playing, he's on another level, a god level, my friend. Watu tunasema ni god level ya Mortal Kombat. Na yule jamani deadly. Mimi niliwahi kushika tu controller hivi. Round ya kwanza nilipigwa flawless. Niliweka controller chini na naambia nasichezi tena na wewe. That's it. Naambia unless nifanye training, nikija hapa najua na mimi nakupiga combos kama hizo. Cause manake kupigwa flawless na watu wanakuangalia wingi hivi. Nilimwambia hii ni aibu bwana. Hebu chukua hiyo controller, acha mtu mwingine aingie. Niliachana tu na kucheza naye. Okay, let's check on the live chats. Live chats hapa tunaona kuna wasee hapo wanasema, kuna jamaa anaitwa Austin Gichuhi. Don, hebu gotea huyo Morio Anzenza. Sijui kama unamjua.
Don?
Anasema Morio Anzenza. Sijui kama unamjua ama ni vipi?
Hapana.
Okay, anyway, kuna hapa
ama labda namjua. I think namjua cause nimeongea na wasee wengi sana. Nimeongea na wasee wengi especially hii industry tumekuwa tukiongea.
Hii sports industry.
I'm really not sure.
Mimi nimeongea na watu wengi and it's just a call. So there was a time kuna msee alikuja pale kwenye shop. Amekuja amechukua kitu, akaniuliza unanijua mimi ni nani? Amwambia da bro, sikujui. And he was among the participant of the PUBG custom rooms ambazo nikifanya. So ni jamani mkubwa, lakini shida ni kuwa hatujuani. We need to actually also in your opinion as a business league a business and league director of business and league, should also this get together be one of the main objective of you having these players get to know each other?
Maybe I think it's a simple way to say offline tournaments.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like tunasema offline tournaments, yeah, the LAN parties, the LAN tournaments. That's what we were saying, sio? The LAN tournaments kama ile ambayo ilifanyika ya kule Nikon. Yeah. So that's it. Okay, acha tuendelee hapa on the live chats hapa. Kuna watu wanauliza rooms, my friend. Today there's no rooms, my friend. Today tunabonga na director hapa anatupa some insights on the esports industry. Okay, hello brother, tournaments, how can we? Okay, we'll share that information. And okay, please room. Okay, how can I come in this kind of lemming? How can I come? This is the floor of my field, you say. 1M Fahad. My friend, it's just a matter of you requesting, and we see, because we have a lot of people ambao they want to have a talk. So we'll fit you in, but you must tell us what is it that you want to talk about. Because hatuwezi kuweka mtu yote hapa kisha anakuja na tuanza kutueleza kuwa mimi style yangu ya kuwa mtu ni hii no. Hizo style unatengeza tutorial unapost kwa YouTube. Au unasemaje? Okay, so seems like messages ni kidogo leo. So and regarding hiyo mambo ya economic ya esports. So what actually do our sponsors, ikiwa we want to approach a sponsor, since you are in the business part of it, what are the sponsors actually looking at before they sponsor a tournament?
Hiyo ni kitu nimekam kusikia from very many corporates. Numbers. They're all just based on numbers.
Okay. Numbers that's of player one. Or numbers of views?
Views. Views, and if it's offline, like entries, and the guys who have come to watch. How many guys are you with? How many guys come on average? How many guys are watching your onlines? How many guys are coming through for the offline tournaments?
Okay.
Hizo ndo kitu nimekam kucheki from the corporates.
Okay. And what are their numbers? Obvious. If ushazungumza na corporates, usually they give you, this is what we're looking at for us to be able to sponsor a tournament or something. So what are the numbers?
It's never definite. It's never like I say 10K but it's just usually a big number, you know. It's usually a big number, and then mta scale up aji. That's always the case. And you know, when it comes to esports, especially esports Kenya, the esports in Kenya watching, I don't think we average even 1,000. Are we averaging 1,000? I am not sure, because I'm very sure there's Nico. Okay, one thing I'm sure is that maybe there's an organization doing something na hata hatujui. The same way ulikuwa unasema about League of Legends.
Yeah.
So we really don't have those stats available. Hizo vitu haziko available, because everyone is like doing his or her own thing, trying to build something. and trying to come up with something pia ile ukitoka nje, maybe you're going to get those numbers. But definitely big numbers. You'll talk maybe 5 Gs to 20 Gs in between those numbers. Those are good numbers.
Oh, okay. Sawa. Okay, so from your perspective of esports, you're seeing esports as being profitable, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But we still have a challenge hapo. We still have a challenge. Tuko na wasee home.
Yeah.
Kuna watoto wakali ambaye like you said there will be a gaming lodge somewhere with one kid who is a professional player, yet he doesn't know that he's a professional player. Jamaa akiingia pale, first of all, I have one kid ambaye mimi usually anakuja pale maskani yangu, and my friend, the way akishika keyboard na mouse na akicheza Fortnite, my friend, mpaka mwisho namuuliza vile vidole vyake naona kama havina mfupa, because that guy edits. Yani he edits like hell, and the way this guy kills, he's one of a kind. Mpaka mwisho namuuliza, my friend, wewe ushaingi, anaambia niliingia zile, yani that's those friendlies wanaitana ile mabeste kuingia kuparticipate kushindana nini, and for one straight week anaingia daily, hakuna anayemwangusha. And that guy, the only thing is he's still a kid, he's still iko skuli bado. And kama mtu kama huyu, we want to tap that talent ipanuke, but the thing is ana restrictions. Wazazi wake wanamkanyagia, and wazazi wake, they don't believe esports is profitable. So how can we change that?
I'll just say, when we're talking about profitability, esports, I think one challenge is here to kilomesema. There's a huge misunderstanding and misconception. Actually, hiyo ndo shida tu. For the people say, I know there's one. I think I was watching an interview. It was on TV, and there's a really good organization that is also doing that is inside the esports space. And I remember him saying that we have a money problem. It's really not a money problem. It isn't a money problem.
It's a mind problem.
I don't think because the money problem it's like secondary. It's like only after effect. It's an after effect of something. And the main problem we have is it's just misunderstood too. And there's this misconception of what esports is, or what gaming is, of what lounges are doing in the country's growth for competitive video gaming. Because I would say lounges are they are the future of esports in Kenya.
Yeah, for sure.
The future of the future of rivalries. We're going to see huge rivalries coming up. And I think one of the greatest mistakes that the industry made, or the industry, I don't know if it was caused by the industry itself or the players, us to be exact, the TOs, the league operators, and the community members, and the community managers. But one of the greatest mistakes, I think, was a slowdown when esports really needed a boost. That there really hurt the industry. And I think post-corona, everyone is now focused on, I'm doing this. Look at what Kunaro is doing. She's doing amazing stuff. What PSG is doing dope stuff. PSG and Nikon. What ESKF, even the Esports Kenya Federation, highly misunderstood, but eventually they will get it right. It's a tough thing out here, but we know that the federations and whatever and all other operators, eventually we will get better. But one thing we need to move away from is to think that we have a money problem. I get it. I mean, kama hauna do, we won't get a venue. But the main reason as to why that money is not there It's because of a misunderstanding. It's aunielewi tu, niyo tu. Because if you did understand what Kun Aro is doing, what Devi is doing, if you sat down with Devi and you just listened to what he is doing, I'm 100% sure utampatia tick. If anyone sits down with you and just gets to yani kile wewe unafanya without any marketing budget. Now on this live, people are telling you, hey, look, kuna room level. That means there is a market.
Yeah.
So it's just that misunderstanding. It's just a misunderstanding. In hiyo tu, hiyo tu ndo challenge too. Those small things too. But eventually we will jump that hurdle. We are going to jump it. I am very, very sure. The whole industry is going to jump it.
Okay.
Eventually. And when we're looking at now going now towards the profitability, how is the industry going to go from a business point? Majority of the organizations are going to now focus on the business rather than focusing on building numbers. Because that was the main thing. That was what everyone wanted to focus on. Hey, let's now just get guys. Let's bring in guys to invite Umse, so that we get bigger numbers. And then now we go to a corporate and tell them, hey, look, we have these guys. But now these guys maybe wameenda shule, or maybe these guys have outgrown. Or maybe these guys have outgrown now. Hey, by the way, hii ilikuwa tu hii day. And then you'll come to now notice that, oh, wait, there's nothing we were doing, you know? So for profitability, I'm 100% sure that esports in Kenya is going to be profitable. Very, very profitable. It is going to be very profitable because the industry is making money for the corporates. I mean,
yes.
We are on this call because you paid for internet, I paid for internet, I have a phone, I have a machine, I have this, and we're buying it from them.
Yeah. That's for sure.
Wait, that's for sure. I mean, you're paying rent for the lounge anyway, so that means there is money that is exchanging.
Yeah.
So for sustainability, so if you can manage to pay rent for a lounge for the whole year for 12 months, that means you're really good in business. That's number one. Number two, you're paying internet for 12 months. You have PS Plus, you have a screen, you have a PlayStation 5. It dropped, you have like 4 of them. Once you go to these lounges, you'll get them. So we're actually making money for these corporates. It's the corporates who aren't actually investing in the industry.
Yeah.
So for profitability, I think we are going to jump that hurdle. I'm taking it maybe the third quarter of next year. And then majority of these teams are going to be sustainable. You are going to be sustainable on your own without any corporate. Before even a corporate comes, you will be sustainable. And then now if that corporate is going to come on board, you will be profitable. So I'm still bullish on the Kenyan industry. Very, very bullish. I'm very sure. I'm 100% sure that the industry is going to be profitable.
Okay, but still, the concept of misunderstanding of the parents, because kids, wanaocheza wingi, most of the players are kids, and as you said, we need to tap on the high school level, and the high school level is where it's a bit difficult to tap it, because ukisema unapeleka gaming in the high school, unaamba my friend, wewe unataka watoto wafeli. You see? And that's actually the misconception we are having a lot. And I tried on having a gaming day in a certain school, and nimepingwa first of all with the headmaster amenipinga. Akanambia my friend, hii haitokuwa. Second, nikapingwa na wazazi. So nikamwambia okay, sawa, nyinyi mnasema hivi, lakini hiyo hata kama haiko kwenye school, still kama mtoto hataki kusoma. And one thing, sisi tunataka kuleta hii gaming iwe kwa school, so that we bring competitions as well. Kama vile football. The football iko na competition with the inter schools. We need to have esports as well. Kuna esports team pale. So it's the school to decide. Either they will invest in either a FIFA game or a fighting game or a battle royale game. But I'm sure mostly itakwenda ni FIFA game, because hiyo ndio watu wana battle sana. So imagine tuko school sahi, tunaambiwa okay, leo kuna training session ya FIFA. Kuna mtu kweli atataka kukimbia school? Kwanza nafikiri kila mtu hapo ataka hiyo ikifika hiyo siku ya gaming, hiyo school itakuwa hakuna absentees kabisa. Kila mtu yuko school. And but the thing is I got some hizo mitihani nilopata. So nikaambia okay, that's my reasoning. Nikaambia hiyo ndio reasoning yangu, and we want to do it on, first of all, a county level, a regional level, kama pengine area yangu pale it's Mvita area. So tunaangalia zile skuli ziko kwenye Mvita area, they compete with each other. Kisha baada ya hapo we go regional, the whole county. It's not a sub county now, the whole county wanafanya competition. After that tunakwenda national, the whole country sasa wanashindana. But the thing is, those are the challenges we need to face, and that's why we need to have a strategy on how we can get esports in schools as well. Sio sports is za kawaida. Esports also needs to be in schools. People lazima washindane. We have athletes. Sio even in football, if I'm not wrong, sio wote wanaenda kucheza uwanjani. Sio wote.
It's just around 20. A team has what? 20 something.
20 something. For the whole school, for the whole school, only 20 ndio wana represent school. Ndio. So we need to have like hiyo hivyo, but 5 people will represent a school.
Yeah, because okay, vile umesema, the parents issue and the older generation, the people call them the wazés, our elders. It all boils down to that misunderstanding. Hiyo sikuelewi. So since sikuelewi, hiyo kitu ni mbaya. Ama since sikuelewi, me say stars. If the parent is the one who has the power to make things happen, na yeye mwenyewe akuget, hiyo story unasahau.
Yeah.
But eventually, all those things are going to just boil down to one thing. Actually, esports shouldn't be waiting for a principal, for maybe an older generation, someone to give it a green light. It's already happening. As I'm speaking right now, I was talking with someone just before we entered this one, and wako ndani ya lounge wanacheza. They are not waiting for anyone, and these are guys, hao ni watu wamemaliza shule tu juzi tu.
Yeah.
The thing is, the only reason that parent is going to agree, is going to say yes to the son or daughter who wants to venture into electronic sports. And by venturing, we are just not talking about players. We have so many players. We need now wase hapa nje. We need managers. We need guys who are ready to build the industry, you know? And the only way it can happen is if there is something existing and it makes sense. If at all there is an existing either league or competition that a parent pia yeye anaona, hey look, mtoto wangu anaenda hapa, anaweza cheza hii, because these days this high school going kids have smartphones.
Yeah.
And wako PUBG. So I'm niko sure those numbers are going to spike. Numbers are codes zita spike, because only mtu yuko na phone yake akienda kulala. So there's nothing like the parent is going to say, oh no. The parent is going to say this and this and this. ini kitu anatembea na phone yake the whole day na anaweza cheza Call of Duty, anaweza cheza PUBG or any other mobile game that is available. But for the older generation and the misunderstanding, you phase out too. I'm a believer that you phase out too. Utakwama ukae hapo useme no as other guys are just moving forward pole too. And then eventually it catches up with them and then they'll be like, hey, look, hii kitu inakaa ni poa, so why don't you guys build it? So I think the only way to beat that misunderstanding is to focus on the goal.
Yeah. And the goal is having professional players getting some
exactly
cash out of gaming.
No, that's you're number one. Sustainability is number one. Give me a reason. Kama ule mama, the lady who sells veggies hapo home kwako. Kama aendi kuuza, hata kama mtu anunui, anafunga.
Yeah. And the reason why many people leave gaming is because of sustainability.
Yeah, exactly. It was because for over the years nimekam to realize it was maybe tulikuwa first year, second year, sasa tume outgrow. But if we manage to make the industry, yani wewe uko form 4 umemaliza, umeingia first year, and club the team that you're in can do a 10 G's a month. A 10 G's a month salary for the whole year, that's 120. Nakumbuka unaenda kucheza games maybe for 2 hours. I'm thinking those guys for a 4-year high level competition tungekuwa place ingine, some really top tier, would have been a top tier country when it comes to competitions, especially the esports, the global ones, even the regional ones that are coming up. But now unapata yeye alikuja once, it's tournament, alikuja once, akakuja twice, and then it just phased out, and then yaka disappear, akaona there's no reason to play sasa, unaona?
Yeah, manake yeye anaingia akwambia mimi nanunua data lakini nacheza the whole night silali, and usubuhi akiamka hangover and anataka kwenda kazi ama chuo.
Exactly. Na hakuna kitu. Na ana fare kwenda hiyo chuo hata. You know? You know, and we really need to go that direction. Hatuko na option.
Yeah, and
actually the only say at hatuna option, it is the only option on the table. Sustainability. You too. The rest of the things they don't matter. Nothing else matters.
Yeah. Hata kwa upande wa streaming, if it's not sustainable, unaona mtu anawacha. There's even some people wanasema, sisi tunataka kuwa ma streamers wa games, They only stream for 3 months. The moment waliona kuwa my friend hapati kitu, that guy left streaming. Kwambia, I'm wasting my time. Naambia,
and I mean, ukikaa chini na yeye naongea, ana make sense.
Yeah.
And make sense because that's what we really need to do. That's what we need to do as an industry. As an industry, we need to we just need to find a way of DonBashrah, and you gonna salo Devi, you gonna salo Queen Arrow, you gonna salo the league operators, the Pro Series Gaming, and the Nikons and the Ludiquarks and everyone that is in the industry. You're sustainable enough to actually take risks, you know?
Yeah.
From streamers, because you have rigs to buy, uko na net kulipia, uko na nini kufanya nini. I mean, there's a lot, you know?
A lot actually needs to be done at the background. Background where kuna vitu vingi sana inaendelea. The only people don't see what's happening behind the scenes. Don't see what's happening.
Exactly.
Watu wanaona tu the outcome. Iko poa sana. But ujui jamaa ali struggle vipi huko nyuma. Okay. So
hiyo ni ukweli, because kulikuwa na there's something I remember. There's something that we usually talk with inside the company. Usemanga ukipika unaweza take you can actually take like 1 hour cooking. Lakini ukula unaweza kula na 5 minutes. Umekata kitunguu, umekata nyanya, umefanya nini, umeasha jiko, you've done all those things. Hata kama uko na gas ni sawa, you'll definitely spend more time cooking than eating.
Hapo ni sawa kabisa, hapo ni sawa kabisa. Okay, I think we'll now be wrapping everything up. So what do you have what advice do you give our viewers regarding esports? Wale kuna watu ambao they want to venture into esports as a career and as a way to earn something. So what's your advice to them?
I think the first thing is stay quiet. Stay quiet. You listen more. Nyamaza tu. Utasikiza. I mean, just keep quiet in the industry. I'm very, very sure once you keep quiet, you will listen to so much. And okay, mimi sikwangi mse wa kupea, sijuangi kumotivate watu. But naweza sema tu, just stay quiet. Just nyamaza tu and listen to the industry. Okay. And to the industry inaanza na wewe, ni wewe kwanza, because huku nje it's highly, like I said, it's highly misunderstood by that older generation. But again, there's another one whereby it's highly misunderstood by the people who are in the industry, and like players, like streamers, like PSCC league operators and tournament operators and organizers. There are some things you sit down to make a chini and then David's like, hey, look, hey, by the way, hatungefanya hivi. And then you're like, hey, okay, sawa. No. So I think it's just stay quiet. That's the only thing I can say.
And also, making mistakes, it's not the end of the life, or it's not the end of the career. Mistakes tend to make you better, if I'm not wrong. Actually, yeah, I know I'm not wrong there, because mi mwenyewe pia nishafanya mistakes kadhaa in my casting career and hiyo mambo yangu ya kuoperate my games manini, nishafanya mistakes kadhaa. But the thing is, from those mistakes, I end up learning something. If I didn't do that mistake, nisingejua hiyo kitu. John. That is why usually ukiona success inakufata, success after success after success, my friend, you usually miss a lot of learning steps. Because the moment you are always successful, because the moment you have a challenge, then you are learning something. But if you don't have challenges, pengine kitu imetokezea, kuna mtu mwingine amekukava, so it's like you're just stepping, unakwenda juu. At the end, you don't know the struggle. Kisha unaona mtu at the top pale anaanza kuwa na, yani kuna watu wanaposema kuwa ana mdomo. Jamaa akiwa na mdomo, wale wa chini wote wakijiondoa, he doesn't have support anymore. Unaona mtu ameanguka sasa. Na akianguka hajui kupanda juu tena, atapanda vipi? Because he didn't learn those struggles.
And you could.
Yeah. So
yeah. No, as in nilikuwa tunasema
ndio.
For the guys who are entering the industry, especially, the esports industry is huge. Esports has been imekonga boxed into the players, which is the main, like they are the main people here. But when we're looking at streamers, looking at casters, we're looking at content creators, videography, we're looking at photography, we're looking at designers, tunaangalia the business managers, especially that. To me, I still believe Kenyan sports is lacking that touch. And by staying quiet, I really mean just being in a position where you can listen, and you can actually sit down and open up either books or you can go down to the ground and you're not talking. Go to ground too. Just stay quiet, go to the ground, understand. Because we highly misunderstand. It's highly misunderstood, and I'll say it again. The older generation misunderstands esports and then misunderstands esports in Kenya. But there is also now us who are in the industry. We also misunderstand a lot. We misunderstand so many things. I don't know how I can place it, but there are some things that we're really not getting inside the industry. And then it's not even about us making mistakes and then correcting it, making mistakes and then correcting it. It's more of sticking to something, sticking to it and building, like building on a weak foundation. Naona nyumba imejengwa, but it's on a weak foundation. And that's why I'm saying, I think staying quiet and just trying to, before cook more, before usavio chakula, ebu kaa chini uiangalie kwanza.
Okay, and tunaona msee mmoja hapa kwa live chat anasema the more you speak, the more the views. Uliza Don. Okay, hiyo mimi najua. Kama hauna mdomo in esports, you are nothing. Uliza akina Sungura. Hawa sasa ni wale watu akina wakisema mimi ni mkali, kama wewe uko poa twende 1v1. So that's how they make people notice them. You see? And how
true.
in actually in esports, especially the game that I'm usually concentrating on, PUBG, the moment msee akianza kunguruma ndio hapo sasa jamaa anapata attention. But keep in mind kuna jamaa mmoja alikuwa yuko down to earth, not speaking, kama vile ulivyosema, silent kabisa, but alikuja akajulikana. And that guy Red Fox, if you know Shroud is one of the players. Alikuja kwangu and nilikuwa nikimpatia device yangu kwa tukicheza pamoja na nilikuwa nikimtandika, but now najua I'm 100% sure simwezi tena, because that guy was training underground mpaka sahi ni mkali wao.
Vile inafaa
kabisa vile inafaa. And
hivyo ndio inafaa ikue.
Jamaa kama vile unavyosema, he's quiet, he wasn't making any noise, lakini he was training. Alikuwa anapiga matraining zake nini, he was gaming professionally nini mpaka sahi akija akionekana tu yuko kwenye DonBashrah zile fan rooms zile, watu wanatafuta njia kummaliza yeye wa kwanza, cause huyo ndio matatizo. Huyo jamaa ndio matatizo kabisa kwenye hizo custom rooms. Another guy ambao namjua ni matatizo ni Kingara. Those are the wale ndio ma players ambao wanaogopewa. Jamaa there was even one guy alikuwa akiniambia, bro, mimi nikiingia zile custom room zako, nikimwona Kingara mimi natoka. Sasa namuuliza kwa nini watoka? Anaambia, bro, hapo mimi najua hakuna kitu nitafanya tu. Hiyo ni harassment tu, nitapelekwa lobby tu. So those guys trained in silence, but the appearance makes the noise. You know,
and that's
na hiyo ndio inatakana ama vipi?
And that's what I'm actually saying, from the players to the lounge managers to the organization owners to just the whole industry. I still think we have a lot of we haven't even reached 1% of what we're supposed to do as a country and as a community. And I think staying quiet doesn't mean that usionge. No, staying quiet ni kae chini kwa jikoni na nijiulize ni nini exactly ni nini nafanya hapo. Ni nini nafanya?
What do you need to do to improve yourself yani?
not even improve. That's definitely there, but ni nini itafanya ndo hii chakula pia niipike next week, niipike ile month ingine, ndo niko nayo ile year ingine. What exactly is that? That is the main thing. Because now if you can, if you know uko na sapa yako ya kesho ama uko na rent ya lounge yako for the next 6 months, your mind is somewhere else now.
Yeah.
You're either building your team, you're either building your stream, you're either building just something. Unajua. And sustainability in esports is really key. If not there, the industry is going to flop. It will flop. It will just ni ile quietly, ile ina die down, unaona tu kila msee amenyamaza na ameenda.
Yeah. Okay, tunaona hapo Don, kesho room zipo. Yes, kesho room zipo. Okay, na Mnasta tunamwona Red Fox hapo still. Red Fox ndio mwenye kuchangia sana hapa. Anasema mnastahili muongelee kitu kama data connection, at least ikuwe kama ya majuu 5G. Yetu man ni kama 2G. So hiyo nakuachia wewe ujibu wewe as a business and league director. Tuambie sasa hapo tutafanya vipi kwa upande wa data connection?
Yeah, anasema the data connection and all that.
Yeah.
To sort all that issue. And it only Red Fox.
Anajiita Red Fox.
Ni Red Fox na muuliza.
Yeah.
Red Fox. Okay, that's a nice. Hiyo ni jina kali. But in order for you to solve issue ya data connection ni one, ato kicheki connection tuko nayo. See, it's not that bad. Kenya's internet is not that bad. Si mbaya.
Yeah.
And I actually like saying for esports to grow, kuna vitu zingine pia are really not a priority. It's a huge nishaiongea hivi and people are like, hey, by the way, apana, that is not right. But in order for us to get that good internet, in order for guys to actually have good internet at the lounges, at the end of the day, ni do.
Yeah.
It's money. We just need to build up our business. Ni hivyo tu. Hakuna kitu ingine.
Yeah. And
we can't say we can't, because one of the challenges nishaisikia ni internet is really that bad, so we can't compete. But I kind of think it gives us an opportunity of building our LAN division, our offline tournaments that need to actually grow, that can actually get funds in the stadium or in the centers that we're doing, so that now there's more money pouring in. So for the internet, sitakata Red Fox to stream game hapa na net ya mse maybe is down. Hata my store when you guys were playing, kuna times zingine net was really down.
Yeah, mpaka ika cut off completely.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
out of 10 times, I'm telling you, don't watch games zenyu zote. I think out of 10 times it has happened twice. So
Yeah.
I kind of think we need to build something that one is easy to build. I mean, it's easy to grow, and those are offlines.
Yeah.
Offline tournaments that is going to get us the money that will connect us now to good internet. But at the end of the day, it's esports, and I'll still stick with it. Business first. It can't be any other thing. Haiwezi kwa kitu ingine. Ni biashara kwanza. I think we need to try solve that business, which is really hard. See what it gonna try just to get that edge. We're trying to get that edge from a company point, from an individual point. The lounges are also trying to do stuff like what you are doing with your lounge. Niko sure hata chini ya maji, there's something that you're doing. And to kusort tu hizi ma issues ndogo kaa tuseme like PS5 ni very expensive, so it's hurting the industry. I've been to over 30 lounges that have more than 4 PS5s inside.
Oh.
So in order for us to actually now solve that issue, hauna PS home, yet 10 minutes away kuna lounge,
Kuna
a PS5 is 100,000. Kuna PS5 hapo. anza hapo. Let's build that culture that can actually now pour in the money ndio hata huyu msee apate PS5 yake home. But now if we're saying mi sikucheza cause hakukuwa na PS5, it's understandable, very very understandable, but we're not growing. At the end of the day, have to grow.
Kabisa. Okay, pale tunamwona mtu mwingine Captain bana Don, huyu director anachekesha. Seems like zile facts zako zimembambisha huyu. Still ana continue anasema I salute this director, he is professional, please tell him. I think nishapeleka maneno yangu hapo.
Asante.
Okay.
Asante.
Sungura Gaming, the man himself. I was about to say about Sungura Gaming. Kenyan internet is expensive. Okay, so hapo tushapata jibu. Kenyan internet is expensive. Hiyo hatukatai. Lakini
very expensive.
Yeah, Kenyan internet is very expensive. That's why ndio tunazungumzia sustainability of streamers, of gamers. We need to come up with something ambayo kama vile Sungura Gaming. Sungura Gaming is one mimi kama ningeambiwa personally nichague among the influencers of gaming. Sungura Gaming will be one of them.
That's top tier.
Yeah, Sungura Gaming will be one of them. So, cause huyu, first of all, the creativity huyu jamaa iko nayo, it's amazing. Na another thing, ile vichekesho huyu jamaa iko navyo, na zile maslanga ako nayo, mazee, wacha tu. Hata mimi nikijaribu kumgiza my friend, mimi naenda zero na flop. Because this guy, wajua, the thing is, people tend to mistake talent na nasemaje, kuna talent na kuna mimicry. Unaona, huyu jamaa amefaulu. Okay, sawa, amefaulu, amefanya kitu he's original on. Kama sahi Sungura Gaming, he's original on his own. Sijaona mtu Kenya ambaye anafanya kama yeye kabisa. So Sungura Gaming is original. Lakini sahi utaona kuna watu wengine wanataka kugiza what Sungura Gaming is doing. So instead of you being original, unaona mtu anataka kumimic mtu mwingine. Unaona? So hapo ndo unaona mtu anafail because Sungura, he knows what he's doing. And he has that creativity. Yeah, he has that creativity of doing what he loves doing. Unaona? So wewe unagiza mtu, you don't have that passion of doing that thing. You're just doing cause Sungura Gaming is doing. So una end up messing in a small place. Kisha wewe mwenyewe ukajimess kabisa. And you end up doing, you end up sasa ukajimess mpaka mwisho you don't have even the face to come back. So ndio mimi naambia mtu, my friend, be unique, be yourself, be a legend on your own. Don't try to mimic anyone. Usijaribu kugiza mtu yoyote. Be yourself. Kama mimi nilivyoanza kuanza hii kazi yangu ya casting, my friend. Nilijaribu kugiza mtu, my friend, nikajiona nimekwama njiani. Kwa Mungu, maneno ilipotea. Pap. Kasema, my friend, siwezi giza mtu.
Umejishoot kwa mguu.
My friend, nimekwama mpaka mwisho. Yani yale maneno unayafikiria yatatoka vipi hapa? Yani game inaendelea, instead of me commentating, mimi nakaa nafikiria yule jamaa angekuwa amesema nini hapa? Huyu jamaa angekuwa hapa sasa anasema nini? So at the end of the day, game imeendelea, sasa you are just stuck doing nothing which you were supposed to do. So nikaingia sasa, my friend, mimi na flow tu vile itakavyokuja, maneno itakavyokuja, mimi na promosha vile. And that what happened. Na hiyo ndio imenileta paka sahihi niko hapa. Because my friend, I'm being original, I'm being myself. I don't want to mimic anyone. I don't want to mimic Sungura. I don't want to mimic Eugene Abu Dhabi, of which Eugene is also among the professional casters, esports casters in Kenya.
So I know him for Call of Duty. And we've
Yeah.
worked with him before.
Yeah.
Tumewalk naye pia before.
Yule jamaa ni Call of Duty caster. Call of Duty Mobile, that is. Huyu jamaa achana naye. Huyu jamaa ni one of a kind. And a down to earth guy. A down to earth guy. Mimi nishafanya naye kazi mara kadhaa, and even done casting with him for Red Bull, yeah, PUBG Mobile. And even done hii Nikon. Tulikuwa mimi na yeye as casters.
I saw a photo of you at Nikon. That was really, really good.
Yeah, so tulikuwa mimi na yeye kwa upande wa Call of Duty Mobile na tukawa pamoja pia kwa upande wa PUBG. So that guy, since tumefanya kazi pamoja, so we tend to have a sync. Tuna synchronize vizuri. Sometimes mimi na nyamaza, yeye anaendelea kuzungumza. Yeye kidogo akianza kumiza mate, mimi naendelea kuzungumza kivyangu. So and tunaona kuwa the stream inaendelea hivyo. So ndio hivyo. Tunaona hapa Mr. Opio, how are you personally supporting Kenyan online streamers? Red Fox huyo tena anauliza hiyo swali.
So for online streamers, we haven't had any operations na online streamers, although with Maesto I think all lounges were streaming. Don anaweza kuambia Maesto is it's an inter-estate league that we're doing in Kenya, and I think DonBashrah was representing Mombasa Majengo.
Yeah.
Na kulikuwa na team mbili za Doni, kulikuwa na team ya Buruburu. So for us to actually just put it out there, majority of the guys had to they had to stream either way, and they had to actually connect with the other team, the other members, the opponents. But we haven't had this huge support for the online streamers yet, although those are things that are in the works right now. And for the online streamers, we still think building teams. We do believe in building teams for the streamers to own the organizations, rather than someone coming in to own the organization and then you guys just like employees. So tuna believe pia nyinyi from the online streamers in Kenya should own you should own your operations. That's the only way I think cash is going to come to you guys. I don't know if I've answered your question, Fox.
Okay, na kuna mtu mwingine pale Source anauliza kazi ya Director of Business and League ni gani specifically?
Anaitwa nani? Source.
Sasa sijui ni ketchup hiyo.
Labda ni ile kitu kali, unajua Source pia ni something dope.
Okay.
So kazi ya Director of Business na ligi, niko sure maybe unawatchingi English Premier League ama Bundesliga ama hata World Cup sahi. It's there because the business was done right. Hii ni World Cup walipatiwa 2010. 12 years later tunaingia quarter final sahi. But at the end of the day, stadia zilijengwa, mabasi, mabarabara. At the end of the day, the business side needs to come first before anything else. The business needs to make sense. And for the league point, sisi utengeneza ligi na si utengenezanga competitions. We just don't want any tournament to kujeni mcheze muende. We want something that is unique, something that is Kenyan. Ukiangalia different leagues from different countries, ukiangalia ka USA, the NBA, it's USA yani. That's NBA ni state. Whether we try to replicate it, everyone wants to replicate it here. Even when you look at the leagues in Uganda, if you look at the league in Kenya, the league in South Africa, everyone is mimicking the NBA. But one thing they're missing is we need something that is Kenyan. So structuring competitions, structuring leagues, and trying to sort the business side is what I do.
So, Sauce, I think your question has been answered professionally. Hapo naweza kuambia ni professionally. Okay, so guys, I think we've come to conclude our podcast for today. And yes, I think any last words, Mr. Opio?
Oh, unanieka kwa
No.
You're putting me on kwa podium.
Yeah, any last words ambao unataka kuambia wase, because I know most of the guys who are watching are gamers.
Yeah.
So since you are the one in charge ambao of business and leagues, what can you tell them about gaming?
Oh, let them own their business. Own your business, know your value.
Yeah.
Ndio upate pesa ya kununua internet, Mr. anaitwa nani? Red Fox. Upate do ya kubuy internet for 6 months.
Huyo ni sungura huyo ni sungura ndo wale.
Oh, sungura.
Kenya internet ni expensive. Okay.
You guys are valuable. Sungura, you're valuable. You're very, very valuable. Put the value on yourself and musiogope. Don't fear.
Kabisa. Okay, guys, I think mumesikia from the one and only Mr. Fanuel Upio there, the director of business and leagues of S Pro Sports Technologies Limited, the one and only Apple. And it seems like we've come to a conclusion, and thank you a lot, Mr. Upio, for joining us hapa leo, and looking forward to have more time for you to unatueleza zaidi about this, and ukishanieleza mimi usually inakuja tu hapa, the gamers will also get that impact of the information you will be giving me. So I really do thank you a lot for joining us tonight here, and looking forward for you guys to make the necessary changes in your gaming life. So till then, guys, keep safe, take care, and good night. Anything waaga wenzako hapo?
Asante.
Okay, then guys, Assalamu alaikum, and Allah ma'akum.
DJ Bird, Exit made this.